today. But good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining on Friday afternoon. And in case I don't get a chance to say it again, before next week, Merry Christmas. It is such a special time in our state, in our country, and just a beautiful season, and thankful that we get to wrap up this week with some pretty exciting news here in the state of Arkansas. I want to give special recognition to our constitutional officers who are here, members of my cabinet, legislators, and several members of our very distinguished Supreme Court. Today I'm excited to announce not one or two, but three major appointments. Secretary of State John Thurston has served our state well, and I know he will do a great job as our next treasurer. I want to thank him for his service and his friendship and the great things that he has done on behalf of all of Arkansas. And with that, I am proud to announce my pick to serve as his replacement and Arkansas's next Secretary of State, Jester. If you've ever stayed late at the Capitol and looking around this room, I know there are a lot of people who have. You've seen Cole walking around with a big stack of papers. He's served as my Deputy Chief Legal Counsel for the past 2 years, and I don't know that there's anybody who could have served in that capacity any better than Cole has. He was instrumental in making my administration the first in the nation to kick a communist Chinese company off of our farmland and out of our state. He helped lead the charge against the social media companies that are taking advantage of and endangering our kids, and helped us implement bold conservative reform one after another. In fact, almost any time I needed someone to do a deep dive on the law or craft a brilliant defense of conservative legal philosophy, and you'd be surprised by how many times we actually need that around here, Cole is one of the first calls we make. Cole's story is inspiring. He was raised by a single mom in Benton after his father tragically passed away when he was only 6. He went on to graduate valedictorian of his high school and then with the highest honors at Ouachita Baptist University, an alma mater we both cherish and enjoy celebrating on a regular basis around here. He then scored the highest LSAT score of any OBU student in history. His time in law school and after graduation was spent with legal giants, including as a clerk for Arkansas-born and legal legend, federal appeals judge Levinsky Smith. I know Cole will do an excellent job defending our election integrity and ballot security. And more importantly, I know that he is honest, hardworking, and a man of deep faith and character. I know with total confidence that Cole is the best candidate to serve as our next Secretary of State. Cole, Elizabeth, Charlotte, congratulations, and I look forward to watching you step into this new role and cheering you every step of the way. It is also my honor to appoint 2 new members of the Arkansas Supreme Court. One of them will probably be a very familiar face to all of you. Just 18 months ago, I had the opportunity to appoint Justice Cody Hiland to the seat left open by the passing of Justice Wynn. In that time, he has shown everyone what most of us already knew. He's sharp, he's honest, and above all, he's dedicated to the people of Arkansas and our Constitution. Today, I'm proud to appoint Cody to another seat on the court and continue his service to our state. Cody has dedicated his life to the public, first as a staff attorney in state government and an aide to my dad, later as a prosecuting attorney, and then as a U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Arkansas. The U.S. Senate even confirmed Cody unanimously, which I think we all know is pretty rare these days. I am thrilled that he is continuing his great work on behalf of our state. So to Cody and your entire family, congratulations. We are proud to see you continue in this role. And last, but certainly not least, it's a big day today. I'm appointing Arkansas's Solicitor General, Nicholas Bronni, to our other Supreme Court seat. Nick is no stranger to the court system. In fact, as Arkansas's top legal representative, he has successfully defended us in 2 U.S. Supreme Court cases, and won, by the way. My administration has been busy making some bold changes to Arkansas, overhauling schools, standing up for Israel, defending the right to life. And if you don't believe it's bold, just add up the number of times we've been sued over each of them. Luckily, we've had Nick to defend us every step of the way. His winning record really shouldn't be a surprise. He was born and raised in Arkansas, but graduated the top of his class from the University of Michigan Law School and George Washington University, and was a senior attorney at the SEC. Alongside Cody, Nick will serve in Arkansas's freshly minted conservative Supreme Court majority. When I came into office nearly 2 years ago, we had a liberal Supreme Court. Not anymore. Our Supreme Court is now solidly conservative. They'll be there to call balls and strikes, interpreting laws as they were written, leaving the legislating to the legislators. Nick, congratulations to you, Sarah, Frederick, and Margaret. We know you're going to do an amazing job. I'm honored to serve as Arkansas's governor and very proud to serve alongside each one of you as we continue to fight for our incredible state, making it the best place to live, to work, and to raise a family. And I want to offer one more final congratulations to each one of you. And now I'll invite Cole up to say a few words and then follow on with each of the new Supreme Court justices. Thank you so much for being here. And with that, I'll turn it over to our new Secretary of State, Cole Jester.
Thank you, Governor, and thank you for the trust you've placed in me in this role. And thank you, Elizabeth. Proverbs 31 says that a noble wife is worth more than gems, and I certainly have that. Thank you. And I want to say that to be Secretary of State is fundamentally a position of service, who is it serving? The people of Arkansas, the best people in the world, the warmest people in the world, the friendliest people in the world, the people in the world who will open their table to you, their homes, and give you the shirt off their back. The people of Arkansas believe in selfless service, and I think you have the right to expect that from your Secretary of State. Thankfully, I am not without examples. When I was 6 years old, my father passed, leaving my 2-year-old brother and myself to my mother, who went back to school to get a second degree, who worked full-time, who ran a timber business, and who still raised 2 very rambunctious Jester boys. Thank you, Mom. And for the past 2 years, I've had the opportunity to work for Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, someone who has led with selfless service every single day. One thing I have never been asked as her attorney is, what is the easy thing to do here? What's the thing that avoids a fight? What I've been asked so often is, what is the right thing to do? What is the right thing to do? And if you've worked in politics or business very much, you know that is a rare leader indeed. Thank you, Governor. As your Secretary of State, I will fight to keep Arkansas the best state in the country by keeping our elections the most secure in the country. When our elections are free, when they're safe, when they're fair, and when they're fast, the people rule. And when the people rule, we can protect that which is really most important, not government, but our freedoms, our faith in God, and our family. I am so excited to have my wife and my little girl Charlotte today here that I'm so proud of. And I'll tell you this, I don't want them just to grow up in Arkansas. I want them to grow up in the Arkansas you and I know, which, as the governor has said, is the best place in the country to live, to work, and to raise a family. So I look forward to serving you, and thank you for being here today. It is an honor. Oh, I hear Charlotte giving me some applause back there. Hey, sweetie. She's as cute as they come, I'll tell you that. It is my honor to introduce Justice Cody Hiland, a man of unbelievable integrity, dedication to the law, and a fighter. Thank you for the work you've done, and I cannot wait for you to hear about the work he will do. Thanks, Justice.
Well, good afternoon. I'll keep it brief because you've heard from me before, a year and a half ago. There's an old hymn, Count Your Blessings. Anybody remember that song, Count Your Blessings? Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. And so I think I just want to count my blessings here this afternoon. I am thankful for a God who created me and a Savior who loved and redeemed me, number one. I am thankful for my family. My wife, Jana, is here with my grandson, Finn, and my mother is here. 2 of my 4 kids are here. We'll leave the other 2 out of the will since they're not here. But, just incredibly grateful for that. I am thankful for colleagues that are here that I've been able to serve with for the last year and a half. Justice Kemp, Justice Wood, I think Justice Webb is here somewhere. We're losing Justice Kemp, and I just want to say publicly how much I have enjoyed serving with him. What a man of integrity. He is a steady guy. He was a good leader. And, we weren't always on the same side, just like we weren't with any of our other justices. That's just not how it happens. But you could always talk to him, and you can always reason with him. And that's something that you can't discount. And so I appreciate that very much, Justice Kemp, and we're going to miss you. And one thing I learned a long time ago is that you hire people who are smarter than you and better than you. It's how I've been able to achieve some level of success in this world. Whether it was Troy Braswell or Carol Cruz or Hugh Finkelstein or Jonathan Ross here in the room. And I have 2 clerks who have done a fantastic job, Lindsay Burnett and Gunnar Bartlett. At least one of those are smarter than me. I'll let you guess which one the other is. You got to keep the competition strong. But I'm blessed, and I'm blessed to have a governor that has trusted me and placed faith in me to continue serving the greatest people in this nation. We do have a special state, and the thing that makes us special is our people. And so to be able to continue serving them in such a critical role is a blessing to me. So I count my blessings, and I'm thankful for what I've been given today. So with that, I'm going to introduce our new colleague, Nick Bronni, to come up and say a few words. Thank you.
So thank you, Governor. I'm humbled and honored by the trust and faith that you've placed in me, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve the people of the natural state. I'd also like to thank my family, my daughter Margaret, who's here, who's always challenging me, always asking me why, the most fantastic mooder you're ever going to find. My son Frederick, for always keeping me on my toes. My wife Sarah, who, without her unwavering support over the last 12 years, I would not be here today. For the last 6.5 years, as the governor mentioned, it's been my privilege to serve as Arkansas Solicitor General. In that role, I've been fortunate to work with some of our state's best lawyers. And every time I stepped into a courtroom, whether it was the United States Supreme Court or a trial court, I never forgot who I represented or that it was an honor to represent the people of our state. And I look forward to continuing to do so in a new and different role. A little bit about me. I'm the grandson of a German immigrant who taught me from a very early age just how lucky I am to be an American. And because of the darkness that descended over his native country, that the rule of law truly, really does matter. In every moment of my legal career, I have striven to be a faithful servant of our Constitution and the law. I understand that our Constitution is an extraordinary document for an equally extraordinary country. And I come to the bench recognizing that a judge serves an important but limited role in our constitutional system. That is, it's the role of a judge to say what the law is, not what they want it to be. Indeed, as Justice Clarence Thomas once explained, there are really only two ways to interpret the Constitution: try to discern, as best we can, what the framers intended, or make it up. I don't believe in making it up. Instead, I'll faithfully apply the law as written. I look forward to getting to know my new colleagues, including Justice Hiland, Justice Wood, and Justice Webb, better, and working with them in the spirit of collegiality to do the work of the people of Arkansas. So thank you again, Governor, for this tremendous honor and for the faith you placed in me. I am deeply honored and deeply humbled by this appointment. Thank you.
Congratulations again to each one of you, and more importantly, thank you for your willingness to step up and to serve our state. And to each one of you, there are so many people in this room. I would say, as I look out, about 90% of this group are public servants. So thank you for your service to our state. The reason that we're the best state in the country is because of the people in this room who work tirelessly to make it that. And I'm honored that I get to be here. And with that, hopefully everybody gets a little bit of a breather, because at the beginning of the year, we are going to hit the ground running. I see a lot of legislators in here who I hope get a little bit of rest as well, and look forward to getting back here and kicking off the new year for a very busy, productive, and wonderful second session here. But most importantly, again, I want to just remind everybody, Merry Christmas, and thank you for being here, and I hope you have a very, very blessed next couple of weeks, and we'll see you back here soon. Thank you all.